Behind schedule. Welcome to Politics Tonight, where we dig and go beyond the headlines. For informed analysis of major political stories in Nigeria, I am Olajumoke Olatuji. Nigeria police talked off ahead of Wednesday's presidential election. Petitions tribunal judgment warns politicians against violence. On the interview segment for today, we focus on the out-of-school children time bomb with the acting executive chairman of Kebbi State Universal Basic Education Board, Subeb Hassan Umar, as our guest. Before we get to our interview, let's bring you some developments in the polity. The police force says officers and men across the country are fully prepared to maintain law and order. That warning is contained in a statement by the Force Police Public Relations Officer, Wiwa Adejobi. The police said deployments across the length and breadth of Nigeria have been strengthened to forestall law and order in the country. The police also cautioned all individuals, including mischief makers and political gladiators, to be cautious in their actions and statements, as the force will not condone activities capable of inciting violence or causing a descent into anarchy. The police urged citizens to embrace peace and maintain calm regardless of their political affiliations. Away from that, President Bola Tinubu is already in Delhi for the G20 Leaders Summit and other engagements. The presidential jet touched down at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi, at about 6:40 p.m., which is 2:10 p.m. Nigerian time. The president was accompanied by some senior government officials, including ministers and presidential aides. During his visit, President Tinubu met with other world leaders and business executives on the sidelines of the summit.
Yes. God will help you. God will help you. I'll pray for that.
Thank you,
so
sir.
that one day we come to Nigeria, where we see such a big success.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I'll be very happy.
He's unable to meet you tomorrow as planned, and you agreed to immediately meet him this evening, and it shows what you are all about. What you are determined to do is bring investment to Nigeria that will grow the economy and reduce poverty and make life better.
And now to our interview with the guest of the day. I am joined by the acting executive chairman of Kebbi State Universal Basic Education Board, Subeb Hassan Umar, for discussion on the out-of-school children time bomb. Thank you so much for joining us, Alaji.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Right. So whatever numbers one looks at, the reality is that Nigeria has one of the highest out-of-school children in the world. So access to education in Nigeria, how will you rate it?
Well, the menace of out-of-school children is still on the high side, and all efforts by countries to see that there is a reduction in the number of out-of-school children. You know, there are lots of efforts going on, but you know, it's a major challenge that, like you said, it is a global challenge to the education sector because it is what World Bank and UNESCO Institute of Statistics call learning poverty. Learning poverty is a situation whereby a child aged 10 is not able to read and write. If that child is in school, then that child is said to have learning deprivation. And if the child is out of school, then that child is said to have schooling deprivation. Therefore, it's a global challenge because about 52% of children in low and medium income countries are suffering from this learning poverty, while in sub-Saharan Africa, about 86% of children are also in this category. So Nigeria, as you rightly pointed out, is part of the African countries that are suffering from this menace, and efforts are being made here towards ameliorating this problem. You know, in Nigeria, there was this program we call Better Education Service Delivery, sponsored by World Bank. The aim of that program is to make sure that children that are roaming the streets are brought back to school, and it has taken place in about 17 states. Kebbi State, for example, my state is one of the states that participated in the program. We were able to bring about 790,500 out-of-school children in the category of almajiris, girl child, and nomad children. We were able to put them in what we call basic literacy program in non-formal learning centers, and they have graduated. About 70% of them has been streamed into the main education sector, whereas the remaining 30% will now be engaged in post-basic literacy program, which we are currently planning. So these are some of the challenges of the out-of-school children and the learning poverty as a whole. You know, it is a problem which is deeply in the development of basic education in the country.
So, I mean, outrageous numbers out there. UNESCO puts the number at approximately 20 million, Annex says 10 million. So, apart from poverty, like you mentioned, what other factors are responsible for this?
Now, a lot of factors are responsible. Just like you said, yeah, there are some barriers. Poverty is one of them, and you know, traditional beliefs is also part of them. But the most important factor is that of poverty and lack of awareness of the importance of education. That is why most of the children are not in school. You will see that most of the children are hawking. For example, you see a girl child. Instead of them being in school, they are hawking in the streets. They are trying to get to have ends meet. So it is largely a problem of poverty and also the non-impact of the education. Because some parents will say they will not send their children to school because they have not seen the impact of schooling on their children. So these are some of the issues and problems as regards out-of-school children.
Alhaji, many analysts have described this menace as a time bomb. What's the implication for the country?
The implication is that, you know, if the children are not out of school, they are not in school, that means they will constitute a menace to the society and to the country. This issue of banditry, kidnapping, and what have you that we are having in this country is a product of these out-of-school children. So if you left children to wallow around, you know, not being in school, then they will become a threat to the society. Therefore, it's a time bomb, and the earlier we come up with solutions to the problem, the better for the country. That's why in Kebbi State, you know, under the able leadership of His Excellency Dr. Nasir Idris Arangolu, we're able to apply a rapid framework approach developed by UNICEF and World Bank in order to remedy this problem. Like that, for example, the rapid approach are reach out to every child and keep them in school. Then A, assess learning levels regularly. Then B, prioritize teaching the fundamentals. I, increase the efficiency of instruction. And D, develop social health and well-being. Now, this is the policy framework developed by World Bank and UNESCO for countries to be able to recover the learning losses and increase the efficiency of learning. And in Kebbi State, we are adopting all these measures because we have reached out to all the children that are out of school in the category of the girl child, the almajiris, and the nomad children, and we were able to engage them in a non-formal learning set for 9 months, whereby they get what we call basic literacy, and we were able to mainstream them into the formal schools. They are now enrolled in schools doing their primary level of education. Some of them also that were not able to pass the prescribed examinations will now take them into a post-literacy program where they are going to also learn skills that will make them to be self-reliant and contribute positively to society. A lot of work is also being put in place in terms of mobilization of parents and creating awareness for them to be able to send their children to schools and to keep them in schools. Another area we are emphasizing on in Kebbi State is the area of quality of teaching and learning. Because even if a child is in school, if there is no qualitative teaching and learning that will produce the results for the child, that child will not be in school. Therefore, when you provide access, you also have to provide quality. So we are taking these two bold steps for providing access, and we're equally providing quality. And that was why His Excellency Dr. Nasir Idris Arangolu, the governor of my state, graciously approved the release of 2.4 billion naira for providing conducive learning environment. for providing access to all these out-of-school children that have now been mainstreamed into the common sector. Because they have been mainstreamed and they now have to provide with accommodation, classroom accommodation for them to be accommodated in our public schools. And we are also working on the quality. The issues of quality relates to the issue of the quality of teachers, professional development, training and retraining of teachers, teacher support mechanisms. How we support teachers to ensure that what they are doing in the classroom is really yielding the result, that there is qualitative, child-centered approach going on in the classroom, and the teachers are being supported and mentored for them to be able to give in their best. So we are doing that in order to improve the quality, because access and the quality are two basic ingredients that you need to provide if you want to provide qualitative education and if you want children to enroll in schools.
All right. Thank you so much, Alhaji. This is a conversation we will continue some other time. I've been speaking with the acting executive chairman of Kebbi State Universal Basic Education Board, Subeb Hassan Umar. Thank you so much for coming on Politics Tonight. Have a focus on the out-of-school children time bomb. Thank you so much, Alhaji.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But the conversation continues from here. Get in touch with us on Twitter at TVC News NG and at Olajumoke using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Olajumoke Olatuji. See you tomorrow.
From humble beginnings to the extraordinary, we've witnessed incredible bonds, the rise of legends in the most challenging of times, and the most unforgettable moments that kept us at the edge of our seat. Everything up till now was just the beginning. Legends go head-to-head as timelines have collapsed for the ultimate showdown. Welcome to Big Brother Niger All-Stars. Starts 23rd July. Headline sponsor, Money Point.
The new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Do you spend the night trying to get comfortable? Your knees rub bone on bone. Your back and hips ache. You wake up in pain? Not anymore. ShopX TV is proud to introduce the Contour Legacy Pillow, the patented, ergonomically designed tapered leg pillow that naturally fits the contours of your legs, knees and thighs to help align your spine and alleviate pain. Watch, when you sleep on your side, your leg falls forward, twisting your pelvis and lower back, putting pressure on your spine, hip and sciatic. But the Contour Legacy Pillow cushions your knees and cradles your legs, relieving stress on joints while restoring your lower back alignment. Sleeping on your side, your leg comes over and puts you out of alignment, causing lower back pain, hip pain, even knee pain. By using the Contour Legacy Pillow, it restores the natural alignment of the spine, helping to alleviate pain and pressure, leading to much more restful sleep. Old-fashioned leg pillows are bulky, but the anatomical design of the Legacy Pillow fits perfectly the shape of your body the way nature intended. You can even use two together for full leg alignment. Legacy Pillow is exclusively ventilated, so it always stays cool and dry. With top crescent design, it cuddles up to you perfectly and easily moves with you. Ordinary pillows go flat, but the Legacy Pillow is made up of soft memory foam, so it never loses its shape and the cover is machine washable. The Contour Legacy Pillow is now available in Nigeria, exclusively from ShopX TV. You could be paying up to 500,000 naira for an orthopedic bed that doesn't properly support your spine, but call the number on your screen now and get 2 Contour Legacy Pillows for just 69,900 naira and get relief from back and hip issues. But wait, if you call now, we'll give you 2 free Contour Cool Gel head pillows at no extra charge. Incredible! All for just 69,900 naira. And that's not all. Place your order now and we'll deliver to you with no shipping charge. That's free delivery across Nigeria. But hurry! This is an exclusive ShopX TV offer and only available for a limited period. So, call now while stock lasts. Your rest is your wealth.
The proceeding was a paid presentation brought to you by ShopX TV.